Are you constantly battling sugar cravings, wondering if there's a way to enjoy desserts without feeling guilty? What if I told you there's a cookie recipe that is so decadent, you'll forget that it's actually good for you? Today we're making chocolate avocado cookies, a cookie that is so rich and fudgy, yet packed with ingredients that may help with those sugar cravings and also may help you to meet your health goals. Trust me, these are no ordinary cookies. All right, so here's what you'll need. An avocado, either a large one or maybe two smaller ones, coconut palm sugar, 1 egg, raw cacao powder, and some dark chocolate. I like at least 70% dark chocolate. We're also gonna be tossing in a little bit of baking soda as well. Let's face it, sugar cravings are one of the biggest obstacles or challenges when you're trying to lose weight or when you're just trying to eat healthier. And I get it, because before I lost 30 pounds, I had immense sugar cravings, and specifically, I craved cookies. I mean, I couldn't get enough of cookies. Can you relate to that? I also tried restricting and cutting calories and depriving myself of my favorite foods. And where did that leave me? Feeling miserable, frustrated, and just feeling completely deprived. Does any of that sound familiar? Think about your last diet, or maybe even one that you're currently on right now. How did restriction work out for you? I'll pause while you think about that. Probably not really well, right? Maybe it left you feeling more deprived. Maybe it left you feeling like you just had zero control around food, especially sweet treats. Here's the truth. Weight loss and eating healthier isn't about deprivation. It's about eating the right foods and the right nutrients that you actually feel satisfied. That's right, it's all about what you eat to manage those cravings. Speaking of cravings, during my 5-day Swap It Don't Stop It challenge, you'll learn why cravings happen and how to get a hold of them for good. This challenge is all about making healthy eating fun and sustainable. It's also about learning how to choose healthy, tasty alternatives to some of your favorite foods, like these cookies that we're about to whip up, so that you don't feel deprived and miserable. It's about developing healthy eating habits, shifting your mindset and your perception around eating healthy, and just feeling more confident overall in your food choices. So tap the link in the description to join now. Not only does dark chocolate taste decadent, it's also been shown to reduce stress and anxiety thanks to serotonin boosting flavonols. But make sure to choose dark chocolate that's at least 70% dark cocoa. All right, now let's whip up these cookies. You're gonna love how simple these are. They take no time at all to whip up. You could probably get them done in about 10 minutes. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in some avocado. Now you don't want an avocado that's like too brown. You want one that is just right and just a little bit soft to the touch. Avocado is a fantastic source of healthy fats and fiber, which work together to help to keep those cravings at bay. And actually, after combing through countless studies, there was one key component that changed everything for me, and that was healthy fats. Incorporating healthy fats into my diet really helped me to manage those cravings, especially those sugar cravings, so that I ate less cookies. Healthy fats help you to stay full for longer and also help to boost your energy levels. And guess what? They're actually the secret ingredient in these dreamy, delicious, fudgy cookies. So next I'm adding in some coconut palm sugar. And I like using coconut palm sugar because it doesn't spike your blood sugar as much as regular sugar. All right, so now that we have the avocado and the sugar in there, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start to mix everything together. We want to mix everything together until it's nice and smooth. All right, so just taking a look at everything in there, it looks like it's nice and smooth. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in the next ingredient, which is gonna be 1 egg. Okay, so we're gonna mix in that egg until it is nice and combined. All right, so next I'm gonna add in that raw cacao powder. I seriously cannot get enough of this stuff. And let me tell you why. Raw cacao powder is one of the richest sources of antioxidants, really on the planet. Raw cacao powder boosts your mood, it fights fatigue, and it may also help you to burn fat. Now, if things are sticking at the sides of the bowl, what you wanna do is just get a spatula. So I'm just gonna reach over here and do that. And then you just wanna make sure that you add everything in off of the sides and just push it down. Okay, so the next ingredient I'm gonna add in is some baking soda. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my mixer back on and get everything nice and smooth. Again, if things are sticking on the side, just take your spatula and just bring it down off the sides. And lastly, I'm gonna add in the dark chocolate chunks, but I don't want them to break up with the paddle of the mixer. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm actually just gonna add them in by hand and just stir them in by hand. Do you see how fudgy that is? Are you getting a look at that? Like I just would just take that paddle right off and I would lick it. But hey, I'm doing a video, so I won't do that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add in those dark chocolate chunks. That's that 70% dark chocolate that I chopped up earlier. And we're just gonna pop that in. So I'll probably just take this off and then just make sure I get all of this in the bowl because we don't want to lose any of that chocolatey, fudgy gooiness. And I'm gonna get that off as best as I possibly can, all right? And then I'm just gonna stir in those dark chocolate chips and just fold them in. And really, that's it. And the next thing we wanna do is we just wanna pop these in the oven. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that delicious chocolatey mixture that we just whipped up and I'm gonna take an ice cream scoop and I'm just gonna put them on this parchment lined baking sheet. Now, if you don't have a cookie scoop, really this is about, I would say about a tablespoon measure. So then we're just gonna pop it on like so. And I like to flatten it just a little bit with the back of the spoon. You'll notice that this dough is actually very soft, and that's because you don't have the flour holding it together, but that's fine. They're still gonna taste just as delicious even without that flour. All right, so we're gonna put that last one on like that. And there we go. So as you can see, you're gonna get about 12 cookies from this mixture. Okay, so we're gonna put them in a 350-degree oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. So there you have it, delicious, fudgy, double chocolate cookies that are sure to satisfy that chocolate craving. Now make sure to check out my next video on how to manage food cravings naturally.